Key ENTP characteristics. ENTPs enjoy interacting with a wide variety of people. They are great conversationalists and love to gauge other people in debates. Well, I definitely enjoy interacting with a wide variety of people. I love meeting new people and them coming from different backgrounds with different stories. That's super fun for me. I'm not so great into keeping in touch with people, into having like life-lasting friendships and things like that, but having these small, by the season people in my life, I'm all in for that. They are more focused on the future rather than on immediate details. They may start projects and never finish them because they are so focused on big picture rather than the present needs. I'm not even focused enough on present needs to have a proper meal every day, so there you have me. ENTPs enjoy being around other people, particularly if they are able to engage in conversation or debate about something in which they are interested. They are usually fairly laid back and easy to get along with. However, they can sometimes get so wrapped up in their ideas or plans that they lose sight of their close relationships. That's exactly what I just said. They tend to reserve judgment. Instead of making a decision or committing to a course of action, they would prefer to wait and see what happens. That is so true, and it also comes down to just judging people in general, because I know that every time I had this first opinion about somebody, it usually didn't really turn out properly, so in general I would just give people a chance and see how they turn out, and I could say I'm probably the same with the events. Yeah, especially because I'm not focused on present and now, and I'm not gonna overthink over something like that. ENTPs are immensely curious and focused on understanding the world around them. They are constantly absorbing new functions and ideas and quickly arriving at conclusions. They are able to understand new things quite quickly. I would agree with this as well. Like, starting at my childhood, I always preferred playing with Legos than playing with dolls. And thinking maybe later on, for example, when I was in school and we were in a math class, and you have this classmate who is absolutely perfect and top score at everything, and when we were getting this new topic, I remember one time this classmate was like, but is this like this? I don't understand, needing extra explanation. I was like, but I got it right away, and you're like, the top smartest kid in the class. And well, I guess that could be it. One common myth about ENTPs is that they love to argue simply for the sake of arguing. While people with this personality type are often willing to play the devil's advocate at times, they enjoy debates as a way of exploring a topic, learning what other people believe in, and helping others see the other side of the story. I definitely don't like arguing, and I definitely don't do confrontations. It's, I think, a very bad side of me, because if I would have this conflict with somebody, I would try to just let it go completely, and especially if it's somebody who's not particularly involved in my life, I would simply let them go and feel like there's so many other people I can be friends with, I don't need you that much, rather than just talk it out and continue where we left it. I don't think that's a good thing, but considering this whole debates thing and exploring topic, yes, I'm very much into it, and I can agree with this, because if I would stand behind certain belief, I would come up with the craziest arguments that would be of certain value as well, and this could go on for hours and hours and hours. I remember doing this when I was still a kid, and I'm sure I still have it now. ENTPs are curious, clever, and open-minded. Yes. I like this clever part. I like how it's constantly saying you're actually super smart and you're just lazy. You're too smart for this world. You're too smart for people around it. You're too smart to be bothered. That honestly sounds like my family randomly start giving me stupid compliments for no good reason, but it fit my personality really well. They influence others and they're inspiring. Well, I hope so. I'm not so sure about one influence part, because my mind's a bit special and maybe it's not good that I influence people, but if I can, I'm not saying the world would be a better place. Have little patience for those who can't keep up. Yes, as much as I'm not judgmental, it's true that, for example, when you have this colleague who's using the computer and they're doing something and you're like standing behind them like, I could really do this so much faster, you don't even know what you're doing. Yes, I'm very much into that feeling, and when I get into that feeling, I so often start treating people, I'm not gonna say inappropriately, but not very nicely. Like, I don't really hold back of low-key letting them know if I think they're stupid, but that's not my intention. I don't want to make you feel stupid, and I feel really bad about it afterwards usually, but it's just, as it says here, little patience for those who can't keep up. Sorry, it's my personality. Can't do much about it. Quick wit and humor. Oh yeah, I like to put funny stuff in pretty much anything. I'd love to make fun of everything. I do make fun of a lot of things, and appropriate ones as well. I definitely prefer people making fun of me than being cheesy. And oof, I'm very strong on sarcasm. And my problem is that a lot of time people can't keep up and then they don't get a joke, and I just come across as mean and nasty and stuff like that, but honestly I was just joking and you don't get it, and that's sad, but hey, I'm too smart for most of the world, so that's why you don't get it. They're looking for loopholes in system and make system work to their advantage, and that also makes us efficient. I fall on that list of people that Bill Gates say I would definitely hire a lazy person because they would always find the easier solution of how to make things work. That's so me. I love to be praised for being lazy, it feels so good. They possess charisma and charm. Can't you tell? We are more excited about exploring concepts than making them reality, and that can make us unreliable. I've been told by my own relatives that they wouldn't hire me because I'm unreliable, and they rather get some random person from the third world country to do their work rather than me doing it for free for them because I'm unreliable. Gotta be true. But hey, I don't mean to be like that. I'm an ENTP. They're knowledgeable, quick thinkers and brainstormers, with flexible minds and extensive knowledge. Yep. I just feel so good that you have so many good traits. Just point it out, and for the bad ones, you just say, hey, that's the personality, you just cannot keep up. Dreaming and scheming. Oh yeah. I'm a big dreamer. I would sit around for hours and just think of how things should have been done, and going back in my memory or thinking about these random things that very much and very obviously are never going to happen, but I have the whole scenario of how I would play them out if they do, or how I would play out these not so perfect moments in my life if they ever happen again. Like, if I would need to relive my life, it would be perfect. Easily bored. Absolutely. And I think this also fits with the focused part. Loyal. I would say I'm loyal. I'm easily moving on and letting go and, you know, stepping forward, but I don't think that that's something that you can connect with being loyal or not being loyal. So I would say that I am loyal. Well, that was my intake on ENTP personality from my personal site. If you want to figure out what yours is, you can do the test at 16personalities.com. I'm gonna link it below. It's really fun. You don't really have to think, you just do what you know you are. And hopefully you'll have so much fun discovering what you are and why your flaws are there, as I did.